Good day to all our truth-seeking friends globally. My name is Eltisator, or Arons, as most of my friends know me. Ibulamo Nikita is with me, as most friends know her. Together, we represent the Barabbas Tower of Light. All thanks to the highest God, Toratri Yahweh Goria, and the guides he appointed over me to guide me in the composition of this and previous series. Nikita, thanks for representing this program with me. I'm feeling extremely privileged to have you next to me. Thank you so much.
And the same towards you as always. What a big privilege. Thank you for including me in this wisdom that we are sharing.
And I will not do it without you.
You are tapping into wonderful dimensions to get the wisdom. And please like and share to as many truth-seeking friends as you can. And remember to subscribe to our programs to be in the loop as we share more of these wisdom-loaded programs. This series differs from the previous series. In this series, we will share information on what Western people believe to be truth, while proven to be untruth or lies. We invite you to visit our website for many more series of programs that you can only benefit from by watching them.
Please, guys, do so. In today's program, we focus on why are the unqualified allowed to examine the qualified. I'm sure you have came across it somewhere in your life. Secondly, the proclaiments that read, "We all know this to be a hoax." And then thirdly, that aliens do not exist. I was a teenager in one of the Dutch Reformed churches when I saw what has bothered me up to this day. The dominee or preacher who, from an ecclesiastical point of view, is a qualified theologian. On either side of him sat the elders and the deacons. One of the tasks of the elders is to examine the preacher's sermon. Now first I thought, how is it possible that I have never before noticed that the elders and deacons, of whom neither one is qualified as theologians or higher actually, are allowed to judge the preacher's sermon? It's nothing but conceit. How stupid can you get? You know, it's like I'm judging now the neurologist operation that he did. I mean, it's ridiculous, it's stupid, and it's something that belongs to people that I don't like.
In Christianity, the layman judges the qualified master's work. The elders are there to see that the preacher does not preach something the congregation does not want to hear.
Yes, thank you, Nikita.
They don't want to hear.
That they want to hear. I mean, it's obvious. There's such people, they haven't got a clue what's going on in theology or the Godhead, and they must now listen if the preacher speaks what the congregation wants to hear. How ridiculous and stupid is this?
It's primitive and unwise. This way of judging the preacher is seen by Christians as correct. How will the elders and deacons know if the preacher preaches false information if they haven't studied theology themselves? We hope you can see and understand how openly fake the Nether-Dutch Reformed Church is and how mind-controlled the congregations are not to realize the falseness.
The same happened a few decades ago when grade 10 scholars marked the examination answer papers of the grade 12s. It should have been marked by persons with at least a higher diploma in education. But it is been allowed. How stupid!
If I have a Bachelor of Arts in Music degree and I give a musical performance, a person with a Master's in Music degree or a Doctor of Musical Arts or a PhD in Musicology should judge my performance, not a person who has no musical degrees.
When I was part of the Performing Arts Council of the Free States Opera Choir here in South Africa during the 1980s to 1990s, we read the opinions of opera enthusiasts in the newspapers. their replique, as they called it,
Yeah.
especially regarding the soloist in the opera. However, those people giving their opinions were not opera singers themselves. In fact, I don't think they even know what opera is all about. I have learned from musical directors to ignore underqualified people's opinions and focus on the advice of more qualified people, which I still do. I mean, this is logic, the primitive mindset that the leek should judge the master's work belongs to the dark side kingdoms and not to a light side kingdom where fairness is in place. I mean, I cannot judge the way you give birth because you're a woman. I'm not a woman, I cannot judge you. Another woman of your blood type, your age, your body build, eye color, they can judge you.
The second untruth people accept as truth is the way the non-psychic and non-spiritual presents programs on YouTube judge the proven results to paranormal researchers. Why are non-psychic and non-spiritual people allowed to comment on something beyond their comprehension?
You know, this is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. A psychic and spiritual developed paranormal activity researcher, and there are many, will show video footage that has been examined by independent experts and originally found not to have been tampered with. But in the video, the viewer sees the dark, cloudy human figure climb out of the mirror or the television or the computer, laptop, which serves as an opal active portal or portals. Seconds later, the dark figure picks up the investigator officer in the air, where he is held for about 10 seconds before being let fall to the ground. Then such a non-psychic and non-spiritual program representative will indicate, we all know this to be a hoax. Oh, stupid.
This is Satan's way of trying to convince the viewer that all other dimensions vibrating higher or lower than our third dimension tomb do not exist. Some of these psychic and spiritually blind reporters will say, we all can see this is a hoax. Who are these psychic and spiritually undeveloped mind-controlled zombies to comment on cosmic sciences they have never heard of, or believe in, or cannot see and experience? Once again, the psychic and spiritual blind must lead the non-blind. Typical Christian conceit.
But this is how it goes in Western societies where Christianity rules. Stupidity according to Satan's, the reversed form of presenting something. This is so typical, but they don't see it because they don't believe we are talking the truth. But they believe in the invisible God as well.
Yeah.
According to their conceited reports as psychic and spiritual blind people, people accepting this proof must be on the wrong side of any community. Yes, my friend, we are on your wrong side because we are psychically and spiritually developed to be allowed to experience in other vibrating dimensions which you cannot. We experiencing what you cannot experience due to your primitive mindset and unwillingness to develop psychically and spiritually. All this brown noses of the Christian deceivers.
Yeah. Another dark side representing Joker trying to convince people that only what he can see exists will say, we all can see this is a hoax because ghosts do not exist, right? The word right in his proclaimment marks his uncertainty about what he says. And who are the we all he refers to? Did he ask my opinion? No, he did not. In the meantime, the video material has been proven to have been tampered with, to not have been tampered with. These types of guys are under the brainwashed impression in their illogical and stupid mindset Did they ask any proper psychic for our opinion?
No, they did not. But you know, Nikita and friends out there, fools will always attract the same fools. The same kind will always impress the same kind. The psychic and spiritually developed kind will always welcome these video proofs, because what we see on their videos, we see with our naked eyes, or experience the same as other psychic paranormal activity researchers.
There should be legislation prohibiting people from commenting
For sure.
on cosmic sciences and other subjects they know nothing about or cannot experience themselves. Everybody is not psychically and spiritually undeveloped and blind. Our soul senses are developed, and we see what you scientists cannot see. Lastly, who are the we all that you refer to when you say we all know that is a hoax because
It's a
ghosts do
mind-controlled
not exist?
act. That's all that it is.
A typical formulated sentence to mind-control people into believing what they say. However, the speaker is unsure of his statement.
Yeah. We all know this, right? Why do you say right? Because you know you're talking rubbish. This way of mind controlling people is known to us, and by hearing you using it, we know who you are and who you represent. When you present this kind of mind controlling programs, please make a note. Address your program to the non-psychic and non-spiritually inclined, so that we psychics know in advance not to listen to such rubbish programs. I repeat, address your programs on the cover so that we can see. Mark it. This program is only for the non-psychics and non-spiritually inclined, so that we can see. When you address your kind, we know to whom you are referring when you say, we all know. Yeah, all the dark-siders, the non-developed ones, they know.
We do not need your conceit opinions in our world of research and reality. You are making a fool of yourself, thinking no one identifies your way of deceiving people not to believe in the true reality.
Since then, or since when, do aliens not exist? The Bible swarms with enough proof. According to the most logical definition of what an alien is, the following. An alien to Earth is a life form not born on Earth, but from another planet, another star system, or another universe. Were the Hefkenims and the highest who created, or were the Hefkenims and the highest who created our planet, were they aliens? Of course they were. The problem lies within the mindset and the picture of the average Christian of an alien. What do they see is an alien? If Christians or scientists hear the word alien, they automatically see a grey metallic humanoid creature, a robotic something. They do not see a creator to whose image and likeness we were created. There are nearly 2 trillion galaxies. Yeah, this is big numbers, my friends, you must listen. There are nearly 2 trillion galaxies in our third dimension alone. That is visible through NASA's telescopes and Voyagers. The number of star systems, including those with multiple stars and planets, in the observable universe is estimated to be in the order of 200 sextillion. That is a 2 followed by 23 zeros. This is according to NASA and the internet. This is all that they can observe in our third dimension tomb. This is not all there is. I mean, as the cameras or whatever develop, they see more and more.
The deity has already provided answers indicating info around dimension 1009. How old is that dimension? In our earthly time, at least a Google light year, which is 1 plus 100 zeros.
Can you imagine?
According to the light side deity, our planet Earth, or Lonakuza, as the creators named our planet, is approximately 240 billion years old, which means our Earth is not old at all. God, meaning plural, gods, goddesses, and higher up in the deity's hierarchical structure, came from another older dimension universe to create planet Earth.
That is obvious. Where did they come from? If they come from somewhere to create our universe, they are aliens. I mean, how? You only need 3 brain cells to recognize that. If we know the creator Hefkanaams came from another older universe to come and create our planet Earth, they are aliens to Earth. Aliens I know as gods, however, some are beyond the rank and title Torata Re. Earth scientists live in separate worlds. This is also the biggest joke. The one group search for aliens in our skies and among us. They insist that we as humans are only found on planet Earth and nowhere else, as if they've been there, either in spirit or whatever, to see. According to them, only Earth houses in or visible life forms, and no aliens exist elsewhere on Earth. Can we trust people like that? Scientists, can we trust them in leading the way if they come with this rubbish?
On the same media platform are dozens of programs regarding the same subject, aliens, or do aliens exist? This cherry on the cake is that every 8 seconds of every 24 hours, a video clip as proof of an alien ship is in our night skies and reported to the AARO, or All Domain and Anomaly Resolution Office, established in 2022. AARO was preceded by the unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yes, the UI or UAPs. We as Bahamas management members and our followers, which are psychically and spiritual partly developed, watch the night skies here in South Africa, and we identify very strange vehicles every night when the skies are clear of clouds. Trains of them going over. You do not have to believe the so-called blind spiritually scientists to hear from them if there are aliens or not among us in our skies. Are you going to ask a blind person to read your Bible for you? No, you cannot, unless it's a Braille Bible. You can go out and watch the night sky yourself. You will not wait long before you see a thing. You will see satellites, but you will know how they move compared to alien ships changing course in a millisecond at an impossible speed. Or as I said, trains. It looks like a train coming over. But no, those people, what are they doing? Sit in front of the television watching their kind's rubbish, non-existent or limited life.
If the gods who created us as different skin-colored humanities are aliens, we are alien seed lines as well. We know of the Pleiadians as the Nordic humans, the long whites and many others. In Genesis 6, the Nephilim were a mongrel alien race created when fallen gods, Hefkanaams and angels came into the daughters of men who bore them children, which are alien seed lines.
Think of the multiple satanic seed lines on Earth, the reptilian and the draconian dark side represented seed lights. There are also light-siders among them. They have been part of the other humanities for hundreds of millions of years. The Christian Bible swarms with proof of aliens and alien spacecraft for those Christians who prefer not to believe in aliens and alien spacecraft. See our other programs on aliens as well.
And the other thing is there's so many proof that NASA has been lying to the whole universe.
Yeah, they have lied to you all this decades.
And now they're only giving bit by bit all the stupid evidence. So
Yes.
how many other stuff is out there that they're not even telling you
So
about?
please, guys, wake up.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
In the next program, we focus on the untruth. Good people go to heaven and bad people go to hell. And what is, in most cases, wrong with people in psychiatric centers. Until our next program, love and light to all of you, and remember to share and subscribe with as many people as possible.
Yes,
Bye.
please. Bye.